Hello, this is David Gottfried. I want to proffer what I think is an original idea as to why many poor white people tend to be quite conservative. I think it's because many poor people in general have a red state social outlook. I think they tend to be more authoritarian, less forgiving, more apt to favor stern punishments, less accepting of alternative lifestyles, and less individualistic. I think this is understandable. I think poor people have a red state social outlook because being poor means enduring brutality. And I think enduring brutality tends to make you bitter, tends to make you hard, tends to make you less forgiving. I don't think liberals have any conception of, I don't think wealthy white liberals have any conception of this. Now, first off, they might say, well, where's the brutality? You know, if you're poor, that doesn't necessarily mean you're on a chain gang. So let me explain it. Well, first of all, there's the nonstop humiliation and degradation one will endure in a hyper-capitalistic country such as the United States. In this country, people seem to posit a near-perfect positive correlation of 1.0 between wealth and inherent worth. If you're rich, they think you know everything, and that you're necessarily gifted. You know, it's like that what Tevye says in Fiddler on the Roof in his song, "If I Were a Rich Man." You know, when you're rich, they think you really know, and when you're poor, they think you're really stupid. And so poor people will be degraded, belittled, denigrated by people who pretend to be the most charitable and benevolent people in the world. The social workers, the teachers, the nurses in medical offices. They think, oh, he's stupid, so let me condescend to him. But enough of the psychological shit. Also, they suffer, obviously, economic pain because they're poor. And not simply the pain of going without, also the pain of having their wages garnished, having their cars repossessed, and just as they're trying to go to work, so they miss work and then lose their job. Frequent eviction actions, and of course the heartache of not being able to care for your children. I always wondered, and you know, I'm a Jew, so I don't celebrate Christmas. I always wondered how poor Gentiles with children survive Christmas. Children, you know, are subjected to thousands of commercials telling them that they have to have 11 dozen expensive, worthless, clattering, metallic and plastic toys for Christmas. So in any event, all of this constitutes brutality that poor people endure. And I think when you endure all this brutality, you just aren't interested in making life really nice for others. I mean, you just don't have it in you. You're just too disgusted. Um, after being brutalized, one is apt to say, to hell with them. To hell with all of them. Lock them up. Make them suffer. After being brutalized, one will have a jaundiced view of people's capacity for reform. And one will think that the height of liberal naivete or just plain stupidity to think that a child molester might stop molesting, or that a mugger or a killer or an arsonist can be reformed, or that a homosexual can be anything other than a narcissistic, obnoxious queen. When one has been brutalized and one sees life as brutal, and one has led a life with little opportunity, one can get ill at the thought of letting gay people adopt children, blacks given affirmative action, or women getting abortions paid for by the government. One will say, life has been hard for me. Life ought to be hard for you too. Thank you and goodbye.